Y'all give me a minute. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. What is going on, my Patriots? How y'all guys doing? It's another edition of, you guessed it, Joel Davis Media Network. I'm your host, Joel Davis. Let me get my stuff adjusted tonight. And I'm back in the building with you guys. Long time no see, man. I've been on my grind on my podcast. If you can, y'all, do me a favor, check out that podcast. You can't make this BS up where I do my true crime. Uh, it is available on all major platforms, Spotify, Apple, all of those things, where I talk about my true crime, which is one of my secondary passions besides talking about politics. You can also join my Patreon over there, where it's $5 a month. I have displays of untold stories that no one else uh, can really report on. That is a little explicit. So check me out, man. I mean, it's a good platform, good channel. Now, before I get started, let me get up here and see if I got everything. Everybody can see me. Here we go. All right, y'all can see me now. Don't know why I don't have a lot of people tonight on here, but maybe hopefully we'll get some people in the building. Hopefully we get more people in here. So people trickling in. We got two things. Y'all don't be shy, man. Get in the chat. Say hello. I'm back. Sorry about being out of here for so long. But we're gonna talk tonight. We got a lot to talk about. We already know that we're gonna be hitting on the election. We got a lot to talk about that has happened this week. We're gonna be discussing Kamala Harris and her remarks. We're gonna talk about how Hollywood is getting behind Kamala and how the people of God is getting behind Donald J. Trump. Uh, we also going to talk about some other news that's going on. I'm going to touch a little bit about the Diddy case. Not too much on this channel. I'm gonna have that on my Patreon on my true crime. So if you really want to know about what's going on with Diddy, I will have that in more in depth over there with documentation and paperwork. And as soon as I get some other explosive stuff, it'll be over there as well. We will talk about this other. This is a crazy story about the squirrel out of New York. Y'all know I'm an animal lover. I love animals. And hearing about this story about this squirrel and raccoon got removed from the home of the actual owner. Him and of his wife, the owner, and his wife, and the actual uh the how can I put this? I want to be very thorough here. Uh, that the actual uh animals got put to sleep. So this is kind of a crazy story. I don't know why everybody was so triggered by trying to remove these animals from their homes. But we are not going to delay too long because I know it's 11:36 Eastern time over here on the East Coast. I know a lot of people on the other coast that are following me right now. It's probably still early. So, with that being stated, get, get all eyes on me more. With that being stated, we're going to go ahead on here and we are going to jump into tonight's episode with first things first about the whole Kamala Harris gig and all this hoorah hoorah. So let's jump into the first news article, guys. So bear with me here. Let me pull it up. What we're going to talk about because we got a lot to cover. Let's see. So first things first, we're going to talk about the so-called women rights in America right now. These women who are so freaking how can I put this?
Kamala backed Biden on everything. She supported his disastrous economic agenda, higher taxes on the middle class. Kamala.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I don't want to get that right here. We're going to talk about how Kamala has gotten the radical left loving the fact that she supports killing children. Now, I know a lot of these liberals don't like when we talk like this because in their mind, that is not the proper thing to say. They want to tell you that we're not killing babies just to be killing babies. We just want women to have a choice. Well, women do have a choice. We all have a choice. We also know that bringing a child in this world is supposed to be a beautiful event. Now, I'm glad I'm doing this story first tonight because I have something that I experienced on my job today. Now, y'all guys know that I am a chef and I work in the medical field in my area. And being in the medical field, I am surrounded every day by women and men who bring forth life in this world. And if you have never been a part of that experience, it is life changing. When you bring another human being in this world, and that human being calls you mom or dad, it's like you have this sense of purpose that it is up to you now to make sure that that little human has everything it needs to be productive and to be great. Seen this woman today as I went into the uh, her hospital, in her room, and she was in tears. I made sure she had her food, and I walked back out. Something spoke to me, and maybe it was a voice from God. It says, "Go back in this room and find out why this young lady is crying." She looked to be about 28 to about 30 years of age. And I asked her, I said, "Oh, man, everything's okay? Are you in pain? Do you need it?" And she said, "No." I said, "I saw you crying. I was making sure you was okay." She said, "I'm sad." And I think she was sad because I think it hit her that she had this child and there was no one there with her. She was by herself. She had this child. There was no one to comfort her, no one to spend the night with her, no one to be there for her. But it was just this child. And something told me to give her some encouraging words. And I said, "Ma'am, I don't know your situation. I don't know what has happened in your life. But one thing I can tell you is that today, God has blessed you with life. And to please take that as a sign that whatever is happening in your life that is negative right now, that the life that He has provided for you to watch over and care for is what's going to help you get through your life." She looked at me, she had tears, and she started smiling. She said, "Sir, thank you. This is why, guys, having fathers in the home is important. This is why, guys, that when our women in society mess up, we as women and men need to be a voice of reason to remind them that you made a mistake, but you ain't got to keep making. See, this is what the liberal party won't do. They won't teach these women out here as advocating to kill the baby because it's an inconvenience, to learn from inconvenience mistake. See, they have created this fog that the reason why it's okay to kill the baby is because of all these unfounded or not even proven statistics that women getting violated by family members, a random person, and oh yeah, the death on the operating table. Those are very small numbers. Hell, when they'll tell you when a woman is carrying a child, even when she goes in labor, it is a most dangerous time in her life. Anything could go wrong. That's why you have to listen to the doctor's instructions. Take your prenatal vitamins. That's why you got to watch what you eat. That's why you got to keep your stress levels down. And that's why you have to make sure that you pick the right type of man, the right type of man to marry. So when you carry, you're good. But nobody's doing that. No, 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 no. In fact, in the Women's March, and here's the Women's March, and let me tell y'all something. I'm so sick of these abortion women out here always trying to act like they're marching for the sake of regular women, of traditional women. No, the hell you're not. You're marching for modern women. You're marching for women that don't want accountability. They got signs saying, we won't go back, and abortion is health care. And we got these weak ass men in the rally joining them. Why, Lord? Why? Why are you weak beta ass men supporting this movement? You're telling me that you're okay with the fact that you are good with a woman that is quick to take a life before it has a chance to get life. You weak ass men are telling me that you might as well be just as soft as a woman. Yeah, I said it, because that's facts. Because real alpha men, real men, are not going to support a movement like this. Because abortion is not health care. Abortion is murder. That's right, it's murder. You can't change it for me that it's not. If it's not due to the fact of a life-changing event, whether you got violated by a stranger or a family member, or you're about to lose your life to carry that child in this world, then yes, I stand on 10 toes down. That is murder. Say what you want to say, do what you do. Because if you say that that is your body, your choice, what in the Bible would have happened if Mary would have decided to abort Jesus? Yeah, let that shit sink in. All you and what makes it so mad is a lot of these religious folks are the main ones supporting this shit. These pastors that and women evangelists that say they sow into the Lord, Pentecostal base and all this, y'all are supporting this shit, but you know in the Bible it even talks about abortion is wrong. Let's see if I can find that scripture that says. It is the sixth commandment. Exodus 20, chapter 20, verse 13. And it says the following. Thou shalt not murder. Oh, there's more passages. Oh, I'm about to hurt some people's feelings tonight because I'm not really, uh, 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 religious based, but I'm about to drop some wisdom on you. There's other scriptures. Genesis 6, chapter 16, 11, verse. Behold, said he, thou art with child, and thou shalt bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Israel, because the Lord has heard thy affliction. And those are just examples of talking about it. But you got people out here that think that it's okay. Because God values human life. Here's Psalm 139, 13 through 16. For you formed my inward parts. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well. My frame was not hidden from you. Mm, 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 mm. When I was being made in secret, intricately woven in the depths of the earth, your eyes saw my unformed substance. In your book were written, every one of them, the days that were formed for me, when as yet there were none of them. Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. And before you was born, I consecrated you. I anointed you as a prophet to nations. So that's just letting you know that there's so many verses you can look up where God even talks about murder, the womb, the child in the womb is a sin. Here's another one. Romans first chapter 28 through the 32nd verse. Now I'm finna pop this one on you. This is another example but you won't hear liberals talk about this. The religious liberals will not talk about this. And since they did not see fit to acknowledge God, God gave them up a debased mind to do what ought not to be done. They were filled with manner of unrighteousness, evil, covetousness, malice. They are full of envy, murder, strife, deceit, maliciousness. They are gossips, slanderers, haters of God, insolent, haughty, boastful, inventors of evil, disobedient to parents, foolish, faithless, heartless, ruthless. Though thou know God's righteous decree that those who practice such things deserve to die, they not only do them, but give approval to those who practice them. So it just let you know right there that all this is wicked. When God breaks down that he knew you was knit in the womb, that's what he's saying. And these jokers don't give one iota about it. But these women marching in all these liberal ass cities, Boston, Washington, D.C., Kansas City, Missouri. Strong girls equal strong future. You know how you want how strong girls are really strong? By keeping their legs closed and married before they carry. That's how you keep your girls strong. And you know what's so sad? These women that walking forward talking about abortion is cool. A lot of these old ass hags have talked about how many abortions they done had. There one woman talking about she had 20 plus abortions. The hell? Telling you, man. Again, I stand on business. Marry before you carry. You know what I'm saying? Like if you do not want to be in a situation where you have a child and you have to struggle. That's why you marry before you carry. You take your time. You find you a mate that you can rely on. And y'all can build together instead of against each other. Oh, we're not finished. We got some more stuff to cover. tonight. This is getting to be crazy. We're gonna go up into the politics arena and talk about so we're gonna talk about what's been said this week about Biden. Oh my Lord. Guys, I don't know what the hell is going on with the Democratic Party. I mean, I do know, but they need to put Joe back in the basement. They need to put Joe back in the basement. Let's talk about Joe being in the basement. So Joe Joe had the nerve to say this week alone that all Trump supporters was garbage because they got upset about a joke that was told at Trump's Madison Square Garden rally. I want to say biggest rally in the world. Let's give a shout out to that big, huge rally that he pulled off. And he had the nerve to say that all Republicans, all Trump supporters was garbage. But here's my problem with that. First and foremost, the comic that said that Puerto Rico was floating garbage. It was distasteful, true, but it's a joke. I mean, it's a joke. I mean, I'm quite sure Latino people have been called worse, just like black folks been called worse. But you can't fault the comic for making a bad joke. And besides, just because of what he said don't define you. But what Biden just said in response to this, he basically called all Trump supporters garbage, and that is a large amount of the United States of America right now, because Trump possibly got about 60 to 65% of the American people that's probably going to wind up voting for him because they're tired of the Biden administration and their bullshit. And I'm cool with that. And for them to allow Biden to do that, and then they try to change the script, the transcript. Well, he didn't say like garbage, talking about plural and all this bullshit. Well, you got the people that jot down what he says in person very upset. They're like, wait a minute. I know what he said. He didn't say that. So now while they're trying to clean this up, we got to down talk about what Biden just said about now Republicans. But this is supposed to be a statement to bring together unity. So let's play this clip from Biden, aka I need to be in the basement with a live-in nurse and have no access to any type of social media. Let's dig in on this bullshit.
$1 gets you started. Aaron's rent to own.
Never mind this. Let's get past that. Let's skip the ad.
And friends want to do. They want another giant. There's one more thing Trump and his Republican friends want to do. They want another giant tax cut for the wealthy. Now, I know some of you guys are tempted to think it's macho guys. I'll tell you what, man. When I was in Scranton, we used to have a little trouble going down the plot once in a while. For Green Ridge. But I'm serious. These are the kind of guys you like to smack in the ass. By the way, I'm serious. Think about it.
Joe, stop. You was never a tough guy, Joe. You're not going to smack nobody in the ass. Stop it. You'll be the one getting smacked in the ass. Come on, Joe. You're the same guy that lied and said that in the 1950s, you and your dad saw two men kissing on each other. And he looked at you and you asked him, Dad, what is that? What's going on here? And he looked at you and said, son, that's the symbol of love. Shit. Stop that line. I'm telling you, man, I think Joe is purposely fucking up this campaign. He is trying to make sure Kamala lose. He is. I'm telling y'all, man. Man is purposely fucking up this campaign. He do not want Kamala Harris to win. He do not want Kamala to win. Y'all hit the like button. He don't want Kamala Harris to win. I'm being 100 about that shit. He do not. Because how are you going to fix your mouth to say some shit like that? You is the leader of the free world. How, man, you can't say shit like that right now. Y'all running a campaign. Come on. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm telling you, man, this guy here. Y'all don't understand. You know, Biden's just getting a little excited. No, he's more than excited. That motherfucker full of shit. He is messing up that campaign. Y'all give me one moment here, man. Let me pull another story. Hold on for 1 second. All right, I'm back, guys. Let's see here. I'm gonna go move on to another story. So beforehand, we're gonna talk about Kamala Harris now supposed to be hitting Saturday Night Live tonight. Now, this is very interesting. The reason why she is not, if she would go to Saturday Night Live, is no surprise to me. We know that Saturday Night Live is a very liberal type of program, and we know that it being a liberal program, they would give her with open arms, probably have her talk to the American people, do her word salad. So it's a neutral base for Kamala. But Kamala dropped the bag to get the most voters of all time is by not allowing, and I say not allowing, I mean not allowing herself to do another hard interview and maybe put herself in some type of redemption by going to Joe Rogan. Now, her excuse was, well, you know, we were pressed for time. We had a lot of other obligations going on. But to me, if I'm trying to win an election, I know I'm not that popular. I know my numbers fucked up when I was on the campaign trail before. I would have taken the necessary steps to say, I need to take my ass out here and do this show. I need to be on Joe Rogan. I need to prove to the American people that I am not like Joe Biden. Because you already distanced yourself from him because you're saying that he can't be on the campaign trail. So you don't have him on the campaign trail. Why not make it official and go ahead on and go on the show and say, hey, this is what I would do different from Joe. My policies, my goals are this much different from Joe. That way you could have had the undecided voters to be like, okay, she may have a plan. But we know that she wasn't going to do that. And let me tell you why. Because one thing about Kamala Harris, she need that first hour to say that Orange Man is bad. That's right. I had to do that. She's going to say that for the first hour. Orange Man is bad. That's going to be her first 25 minutes. Then she's going to do 15 minutes of deflecting, dodging questions with word salads, not giving you a complete answer. Hey, Kamala, how are you going to fix the border situation with all of the influx of immigrants coming to this country? First of all, let me get my female voice on. Let me go to my voice changer. Excuse me, guys.
Female voice.
First of all, guys, the border is not open. I want you to hear what I just said. The border is not open. Okay? We have a secure border. And whatever you're hearing from Donald Trump and the rest of these conservatives are all lies. Because that's what they do. Next question.
I mean, that's the facts. That's what she's going to tell you. That's how she's going to play it off with those questions. What's going on, Sewing Mistakes Unlimited? Glad for you to join me, buddy. Thank you for saying hey. Finally, somebody said hey. Somebody said hey. Man. Thank you. Appreciate you. So that's what she does. Exactly what she does. Now, y'all hit the like button, please. Please hit the like button. I'm trying to get to 20 likes tonight. So because of this, she know that what's going on, man? She know that's how she got to do it. That's what she got to do. Now, because of this ridiculous type of behavior, Kamala Harris is going to settle for doing the softball interviews. But see, the softball interviews she fuck them up. And that's why Saturday Night Live is probably going to be cringe, like always. You know what she does? She does cringe-worthy shit. Kamala is not the type of young lady to go in there, the type of old lady to do it right. What's going on, CeeLo? This is the late night show, baby. It's the best time to come on the weekend. Y'all share this on your Facebooks, all your social medias that you normally on, so people know that I'm on tonight, and maybe we can get more people. Yeah, I don't want to insult no ladies. Oh God, no. But here's the thing. They said it's been hush hush though, because the Secret Service is here. Well, it's comical that Kamala Harris is coming after Maya Rudolph is no longer a cast member on Saturday Night Live, which is pretty interesting. So, like I said, Saturday Night Live, they broke down when he won in 2016, but then they got excited when he lost in 2020. But the cool thing is, I am very positive, and we all are positive, that Trump is going to win this election. And if they cry, they cry. I'm going to laugh at them myself, because right now, it is inevitable. Oh, we about to get to that part. So before I go ahead on, we're going to talk about, yes, everybody wants to talk about, well, are the Democrats getting desperate enough that there may be another possible alleged steal? Okay, and this is no conspiracy theory. This is just, we're talking. Well, let's talk about Georgia, my state. So Georgia has had a good week, okay? And I am about to show you. All of us as conservatives in the state of Georgia, we got together and focused on one thing: voting early, because we were not going to allow our vote to get fucked up like last cycle. So we all voted early. I voted early. In fact, I voted yesterday. And y'all know who the fuck I voted for. That's right. Big 4-5, baby. The man that I still see as my president. My motherfucking dog, Donald J. Trump. And if you didn't vote for Trump, or you don't vote for Trump, I feel bad for you, because you're an idiot. And that's just my personal opinion. But I digress. Anyway, we voted. And right now, Donald J. Trump has got over 4 million votes. And you know what I like about my state right now? Shout out to damn Kemp, right? I don't know about the other cities, but I know in the South Georgia areas, everybody talking about everybody on the damn ballot is not being challenged, is all conservative. So it's a good day. Now, Northern Georgia, different story. You won't have a lot of damn conservative boo-boos. I mean, a lot of these liberal boo-boos trying to get all that bullshit. But I know us as the South right now, on our end, we got nothing but conservatives. So I'm glad we're getting early turnout. So everybody thinking that with Republicans voting early like this will favor Trump. And I'm telling y'all, we got to continue to vote early because that's the only way we're going to beat these jokers at their game. Because we vote early, they'll be so focused on trying to push they liberals to vote that these liberals are going to be annoyed with each other. So it's going to be good for me. Now, we do have a problem, though, up in Fulton County. Fulton, which is Atlanta, they want people to hand in votes today. They ruled against them not doing the voting by mail. You now have to, they're allowing even on Sundays, Saturday and Sunday to turn your ballot in person. And I don't gel too well with that because that's a lot of problems that can happen. Gelling in person. Now I know people say, "Nah, man, you crazy, you tripping." No, I'm not tripping. I'm being 100 about this. This could go bad a lot of ways. Having this type of rhetoric of mail-in ballots being hand given, I don't know. It's a whole lot of shaky shit going with that. But again, all we can do is trust the process of what we as conservatives have done. And hopefully we should be fine. All right, let's go into more news here. Stop sharing. See what else I can find out for us as conservatives. Y'all hit that like button, man. We need to get to 20 likes tonight. I know it's been a while since y'all seen your boy. But let's get your boy to 20 likes, man. Let's get your boy to 20 likes. Let's keep sharing and get your boy. If you got a Discord, share me on your Discord. Especially the ABL people, man. I don't know what's going on with them. They don't even communicate with me no more. It's like the ABL clique done deserted my ass, but it's cool. I still got love for you guys. I do. I understand. You got other things going on. So, see what else we got. See. So let's talk about the disastrous job report. Oh my God. Guys, oh guys, oh guys. Y'all know the liberals kept telling us that the job market was on fire. They kept telling us the economy getting better. The economy's getting better. No, it's not. The economy ain't doing shit. Oh man, it's not doing a damn thing. I don't know who in the hell thought that was a good idea to tell us that to try to fool us. But anyway, the job report came out, and Trump was announcing it in the rally in North Carolina that our country lost nearly 30,000 private sector jobs last month alone, and 50,000 manufacturing jobs in a single month. It's the hurricane. It's the hurricane. But that's not it. See, what people got to understand. Oh, y'all said my screen's all black? Hold on. Okay, y'all see me now. All right. Let me see if it does it again. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if it does it again. I don't want to go black. All right, so it didn't go black. All right, we're good. All right, so what people got to understand is this. Let's keep the likes up, guys. Let's get it 20. Is that when you lose jobs like this, if y'all see the numbers on the screen, you see your 30,000, and I'm going to highlight it so y'all can see it for yourself. The 30,000 private sector jobs, and then the 50,000. In fact, I'm gonna light up the whole thing. I'm gonna light up. Okay, our country. Shit, let me get it right. Okay, right here, our country. I'm gonna light this up so y'all can see this. I like it, so go black, never go back. If you see this, how I got this lit up right here. Our country lost these many jobs, right? This was something that was in the works before that hurricane. This is something that happened months before, because see, when a private sector leaves, they don't just leave after the hurricane comes through like, all right, we're gonna pack up and we're gonna shut it down. No, it don't happen that way. Because if that was the case, that would reflect we had the hurricane came in September. Follow me so far now. If that was the case, that would have reflect the numbers of September. We're talking about October. I mean, if it was if it was because of Hurricane Helene, it would not be in this month's report. It would be in next month's report. So that's a lie. This was beforehand. These people had already decided before the hurricane came through that they were going to leave. And all of these jobs were not in North Carolina. Talking about Helene and Milton. No, it was not. And Milton wasn't even that. And Milton came after Helene. Because you had Helene and then you had Milton. And we experienced Milton, but it wasn't as bad as Helene. Milton was not as bad as Helene. So I know right now this is a lie. And that's what they do, bro. Like, the Democratic Party will lie to us in a heartbeat. They will tell us they the type of people that you can feel piss running down the back of your damn leg. You see yellow piss down the back of your leg. Man, this is piss. No, it's not, guys. It's raining. It's raining. Fuck. It's raining. That's what they do. They're not genuine. So it makes me mad when they lie to people like this, and you got people that's so gullible that they'll believe this shit. They will read this on CNN or MS13 NBC, MS13 BC, and be like, yeah, that's what they said. And it's the truth. Ever since the start of this year, we've been losing jobs. Manufacturers have packed up and gone overseas. We only added 12,000 jobs in October. Well below the 113,000 gain that was supposed to be predicted by these liberal economists. And this is the lowest one since December. Now, yeah, unemployment rate is 4.1% in line, but why is our unemployment rate at 4.1%? I can tell you because people are trying to keep their jobs that they got right now because there's no hope in getting a new job. You quit your job today, you're not guaranteed to find work tomorrow. So people just holding on. That's why the job market is the way it is. That's why when people see that's why when manufacturers leave, it's harder for those folks to find work. Because if they go to a manufacturing like job, they're not going to get hired around here because you still got the other workers that are not doing no turnover. They're trying to stick it out till they retire. And then let's talk about how they lied to us. In August, it got revised down that the jobs went from 81,000 because they said August revised down by 81,000 from a gain of 159,000 to 78,000. So you see that, right? The government lied to us for Kamala. So do you see what that just said? They've been lying to us about the job numbers, just like they lied to us about the FBI. Remember they told us crime was so damn low, and we just found out that the statistics of crime has risen, which we already knew this because of all these immigrants coming in. Now they lying to us about the numbers of the job. They told us they had a gain of 159,000 jobs in August. In reality, they lied. They only gained 78,000. Oh, let's talk about what else is the government lied. In September, they told us that they had got a gain of 254,000, but it was only 223,000. But this is what got me spooked the most. The August numbers. Because August, they was touting that they were strong, but they really didn't gain that much. They only got 78,000 new jobs added. So why lie to us? Why are y'all lying? Then they talked about private sector payrolls. They only contracted people to work for them was 28,000. But these damn LSEG economists told us that, oh yeah, labor. I think LSE economics. I think they're supposed to be labor state economics, economists, labor state economists. They lied to us. So what else are they lying about? Manufacturers said they saw employment decline by 46,000 jobs in October, with the Bureau of Labor Statistics noted was largely due to strike activity in transportation equipment manufacturing sector. The construction section added 8,000 jobs, which they are below average. They're supposed to be 20,000 people want to be in construction. And let's talk about healthcare. Healthcare only added 52,300 jobs in October, which is about average. It was short a couple of thousand. Now, here's what's comical. Remember they said that it was because of the hurricane? They said the BLS, which is the labor noted that the Hurricane Helene had made landfall in the southeast before the reference period for its employment surveys. So before the reference and the report. So that lets me know that they was tracking losses before the storm came. So it's not the storm fault. It's not the storm fault. They've been fucking up. So, guys, what does this tell me? This tells me that this economy, our economy could possibly be in more bad shape than we actually know. Because we're being lied to by everybody. We got lied to by the government about the statistic rates of crime. We have been lied to now about the statistic rates of job growth. So I'm not surprised about this at all, because look who's in office right now. Look who's in office. Yeah, enough said. These liberals trying to make us think that they have done so much. Now watch and see, as soon as Trump takes over and start growing the economy, they'll slide and make a little snarl remark. Well, you know, I did that. We had a hand in that. Yeah. That wasn't Trump. That was all our policies. These fools ain't even passed not one policy. Now, guys, we're going to talk about automation a little bit. Why are these jobs, a lot of these jobs are being lost because of automation? If you don't know what automation is, it's basically companies using machines using machines to replace American people to do the work. See, guys, this is what has always been the plan by liberals. Liberals want to keep their pockets laced. And these liberal type of companies, they do too. That's why they don't want to pay the American people. See, if I get a machine, I don't have to pay that machine shit. I have that machine working for me all day. All I got to do is keep it with maintenance. You know what I'm saying? Do a one-time payment of getting installed. If it fixed, yeah. If it break, yeah, I got to fix it. But hey, no harm, no foul. I ain't got to worry about trying to somebody calling out, whatever. I got this automation. I got this machine to do what I needed to do. Let's talk about the immigrants. Why are these companies hiring these immigrants? I can tell you that too. If I hire you as the American, I have to pay you. I have to pay you your worth. I can't snowball you. I can't fuck you over. I can't give you no tidbit, dog and pony show story. You want your money and you want it now. I want my money now. But if I'm dealing with Pedro or Juanita or Juan, and they're just coming into the country trying to get their feet wet, and I know they're getting all this assistance from the government for housing and all that spending money and shit, I can slide them a couple of dollars less than what I pay you. So while you on that assembly line or whatever, and I got to pay you $20 an hour, $21 an hour, 24, 25, some upwards in some of these places out here in the biggest cities away from where I'm from in the South, we're talking about as high as in $34, $35 an hour. I can get Pedro here to do all that shit, and I only got to pay him a stinking lousy $5 an hour. I mean, lousy $9 an hour, $10 an hour. Some cases $11 an hour, because he'll do it because he's desperate to get the American dollar to his family in Mexico and all these other places. So yeah, it's a win-win. I keep my money. I pay them pennies on the dollar. They take their pennies on the dollar, go to Mexico, whatever their country is, and buy a shitload of property off of the American dollar. Everybody wins. But who is the loser? You betcha. You, the American, the citizen that was here first. Fuck you. That's what it is. Fuck you. You out in the cold. Can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Let's talk about the celebrities. The celebrity for Camila, or as I could call Kamala. So while Trump is getting businessmen, uh, figures of change, figures that are actually trying to raise their families and things of that nature, Kamala Harris is getting struggle love ass Cardi retardy B to be up there to represent them, because she is just a good force to have. She's the broad that made the song WAP, wet ass pussy. How the hell do you mean to tell me you gonna get a woman to represent your campaign that talks about a WAP and raps about it, so young girls think in their head that that's the only thing they're good for? You got that WAP girl, don't you worry, he'll always stay. You'll always be paid. But then you want to know why these young girls have to have an abortion so fucking early in life. Because of jackasses like y'all encouraging this whack ass behavior. But anyway, we about to show the malfunction this idiot had. Fair use, Fox. I hope you do not ding me on this, because I just want the world to see what an idiot they are. Shout out to Beaky Parker. That's right, Beaky. You ain't lying, baby. It's what they don't want you to know that, though. They don't want you to know that Retardy B is the worst example to have in your campaign. Hell, that's as bad as me going out here and getting what is it? Porn star Samantha Anderson to be my spokesperson about I need strong women to be the example for all women across the world. Stop that shit. No, I can't have Samantha Anderson, the porn star, doing that. I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I like her content. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as a man, as I'm an adult, yes, I look at porn from time to time. Okay, don't knock me. I'm just a grown ass man. I can admit it. Some of these motherfuckers, even conservative or not, can't do that shit. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna have her as my campaign person. Well, fuck, shit looks crazy. People be looking at me so weird, like, what the fuck is she up here for? She's doing it. She's promoting her new OnlyFans. Oh my God. You can't make this up, bro. Anyway, Let's see what old retardy B done did for us tonight. Give us some good laughs, huh? Get past this ad. Oh, let me do it right now, guys. Hold on. Then we're gonna have it from the top. All right, here we go. Fair use, fair use.
What's up, Milwaukee? How you guys doing? I'm nervous. I'm excited. What's up, y'all? One second, guys. 1 second. Okay. So I don't take lightly the call. Sorry, guys. I'm a little nervous. Guys.
Little nervous. You look like you are a whore in the church. I'm sorry. She do. She look like a whore in a Baptist church right now. Girl sweating. I'm nervous. Excuse me. Let me do my voice change.
Female voice.
I'm nervous.
Oh shit. You can't make this shit up, guys. Let's continue with this nightmare.
I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. I need patience over here. Patience, where are you, girl? I need patience over here. Hold on. How you guys doing tonight? Are we ready to make history? Are we ready to make history? Are we ready to change these 4 years? No. Are we ready to change the next 8 years? Because we're going to make sure we have Kamala Harris in office for 8 years.
Sorry. Why are you saying the same thing over and over again? All your life you've been waiting for what? What have you been waiting for? And why? I want to know, why is it so hard for you to be so nervous? You wasn't nervous when you performing that WAP. I just don't understand. Like, these rappers, dude, these entertainers, they get on stage and they perform in their audience. They so comfortable. But when it comes to this politics shit, they make it so obvious that they're being paid. Oh my God. And then they hand her the fucking phone. Bro, I don't want to talk to no one that has to have a phone. You know what I love about Trump? Trump has no fucking phone. If the teleprompter went out today, oh yeah, Taylor. Again, guys, and I'm glad I got you all here. If you want to know more about the Diddy list and all that stuff, go to my Patreon and join. I'm putting all of the things I can't put on YouTube there. I got a lot of podcast shit I'm gonna slowly implement over there. I got things already loaded. I just got to put it over there. So go to my go to Patreon and look up "You Can't Make This BS Up." That's the name of the podcast, and I got a lot of true crime. I'm gonna put a lot of stories about gangsters, famous gang members, Hollywood secrets, you name it, bro. Everything that causes scandal probably gonna be on that one. I have not did one for political yet. I was thinking that I just keep my political stuff right now for now on Rumble. But as soon as we can get the Patreon started for the podcast, if y'all really like that, then yeah, I definitely start putting some of the political aspects and opinions on my other Patreon when I start that one up. Let's jump this one right here. This right here. I've been waiting for this my whole life. My whole life, my whole life, my whole life. My whole life. I've been waiting for this my whole life. Oh my God. Can't make this up. All right, guys, hold on for a second. Let's continue to listen at this bull. Let's continue.
Thank you. All right. Vice President Kamala Harris, thank you for having me. I do not take lightly the call to show up, the call to speak up, the call to deliver a message that's been on my heart for a hot minute now.
I don't even know what I just saw. I think I just saw a train wreck. I just saw a train wreck, guys. That's what I saw. I saw a train wreck. And that was a train wreck of a performance. Shit. You had to have a phone to say that? Ma'am. That's how out of touch we've become, guys. People can't even genuinely speak from the heart, or they can't even genuinely write some shit down. Yeah, man. That's where we at. That's where we at, CeeLo. There is no intelligence in those brains anymore. Social media and the propaganda machine has cooked it. We got people like WAP Cardi B telling you that she can make her WAP do whatever it needs to do without no instructions. But damn it, for her to speak in somewhat intelligence is a fucking. And that's not all. I mean, we got all these superstars coming out the woodwork screaming, "We support Kamala." And y'all, I hope y'all understand that a lot of this to me is so disingenuous. And when you get older, you start to realize that this is what Hollywood do. Like, they jump on the train of the candidate that's going to protect them in scandal and keep them in the position of the gatekeeper. And right now, there's so much stuff going on with Diddy. I can't even. I would, people have been asking me, said, Joel, why haven't you ever been reporting on Diddy? I haven't been reporting on him because there's so much coming out at so much of a rate. I would have to put down doing this show here and focus all on his shit. Because he got a lot of shit out. That's why I decided to do Patreon on the side just for them, for that stuff, because it's time. It's a lot. Oh, it's a lot. But I am going to touch base on a couple of things on the entertainment side that, since we're getting towards the end of the show, let's talk about Fonnie Willis once again has lost a major case. This time with Young Thug. She tried to do everything she could to put Young Thug in jail, but after 2 judges, multiple situations with defense attorneys and prosecutors, including her ass, the young man has finally been released to go home. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't know who Young Thug is. He is a rapper out of Atlanta. He has a clique called the Slime Clique. He was into it with another dude that was YNF Lucci. And those are I think it's YNF. Was it YFN? Yeah, let me see. I gotta find out what this boy name is. Because I don't want to get all these names wrong. I do not want to get these names wrong. I do not want to. Y'all give me 1 second. I want to. Try to get this boy name. Y'all got to give me a minute because I have forgot the dude's name. Donovan Thomas. That was his name. Donovan Thomas. The dude name was Donovan Thomas. That was his name. He got killed by an associate of Young Thug people. Now, I think the boy name was YNF Lucci. Okay. Yeah, YNF Lucci. That was the dude name. So yeah, dude name is YNF Lucci. So now YNF Lucci is the one that had this nickname Young Fly Niggas. That what YNF Lucci stands for. Young Fly Niggas. I knew I was right. Okay. Just wanted to give all this stuff. So anyway, Fannie Willis was going with this young collective group, YNF group, YNF Lucci, manager Big Nut, Donovan Big Nut. Now, all of Atlanta, and it's alleged, said that Big Nut, Big Nut Thomas, was her man. Like they were seen together, they dated, they were in a very, very domestic relationship. Now she says she's denied it, but that's not what the streets are saying. The streets of Atlanta said she can lie all she wants to. She and that man was an item. Now I'm just going by allegedly what they're saying in the streets. They were an item. So when Donovan Big Nut Jr. Thomas Jr. got killed, she was devastated. They said she was upset, and she decided that it was she was determined to get this man back, to get revenge on his name. So that's why when she won, excuse me, y'all, when she won what she won in that what was going on in Atlanta, when she won that election, that's why she went and put all her resources into investigating Young Thug. So this was not an accident. This was not an accident. So yeah, everybody she tried to say, "Oh, I was never with that man." Bullshit, girl. That's not what they saying. But we gonna play alleged though. But anyway, she got Young Thug, called him up with all this rap music shit, tied all that stuff up. Everybody was like, "Oh yeah, man, she got this. She got this. Oh yeah." Well, come to find out, after two judges, freaking defense attorneys getting in trouble, her ass getting in trouble with Trump situation and other prosecutors. So much going on in that case that finally, when they did finally got to the end of it, and not to mention people taking plea deals, people snitching on each other, people come. This is what happened with Young Thug, and this is what his sentence was in the case. And we about to go over it now. And let me get at the recent. We'll go with XXL magazine. I use this as a reference for all the hip hop shit that's going on. I'm finna share this with y'all. Y'all hit the like button, hit the like button. We're gonna talk about this one here. I know y'all don't really do hip hop, but I think this is interesting because it is related to Fonnie Willis, and this is another L that she has taken. So I think it's kind of hilarious, and I think it's comical for y'all to understand that there's another case that she done fucked up. So let's get into it. So 2 years behind bars, Young Thug is finally free. The Atlanta rapper entered a new guilty plea in his YSL RICO case, which was Friday, and was released from jail the same day. Upon the judge's decision to allow him out on time served, everybody was happy. Now there was celebrations from Drake, Ye, Yeezy, aka Ye, Travis Scott, and all these other celebrities. So anyway it goes, the Fulton County Judge Paige Reese Whitaker, that was the newest judge on that case, finally decided to do the following sentence for Young Thug. So after he pleaded guilty to his charges, participating in a criminal street gang, violation of Georgia's Controlled Substance Act, and multiple gun crimes, they sentenced him to 40 years. But y'all about to fuck, I'm about to fuck y'all up on how he got free. Shout out to his lawyer, because his lawyer damn good. Had to. He got 5 years, with 5 years to service, but it got it commuted to time served because of him being in prison for 2.5 years in Fulton County Jail. Now, They went and turned that into that was left. You got 15 years of probation. Then they followed that by, okay, we're gonna backload it 20 years. Now he apologized to the court and vowed to never see that judge again unless it was at a bar. Drake celebrated the occasion. Now let me tell you what that means when they said backloaded 20 years. So I'm finna break this down to you because I know a lot of y'all don't know what that means because a lot of y'all ain't never been in trouble. But I had a lot of people in my family because I told y'all I'm from the hood that's been in trouble and I'm seen enough court with them to know what that means. So first things first. So if he got sentenced 40 years, Joel, how was the 5-year sentence commuted to time served? Again, he was in jail already for 2.5 years. That's considered 50% of his time. And not to mention, that he only had 2.5 more years to go. And it would have been basically a waste of taxpayers' money to let him stay in that other 2.5 years. So the judge decided it'd just be best to commute that as time served. So they usually can do that as 50% or more. So that's number one. All right, hold on. All right, number two. When they said he got 50 years of probation, followed by a backloaded 20 years. So what that means is in whatever state that you in the state, and they don't do this really in federal, but it's mostly the state, is okay, I'm gonna put now since we're down to 35 years left that I sentenced you to 40, I'm gonna take that first 15 and I'm gonna put you on a probation status, right? So for 15 straight years, you gotta be on paper. You gotta talk to the man, you gotta communicate with him, all that bullshit. Now, while you're doing that, I want you to also remember that I got those 20 years backloaded. Like they're in my back pocket, per se. Now, if you violate that probation, whatever how many years of probation you already completed or done, or you got left, I'm gonna add that to it plus the 20 years. So let's just say, for instance, he does good and he fuck up on the last year of probation. He's got 1 year left. Well, now he's gonna have to do not only that year of probation that was left, but now he also got to do that 20. Now, here's the cool thing about the sweetheart deal. Now, this is why I call it a sweetheart deal. If he stays out of trouble and complete all of that 15 years, the 20 years goes away. He ain't got to worry about it because you did 15 years of the 35. So I'm just going to go ahead on and take that 20, throw it away. Now, I know a lot of you say, well, why didn't she just go ahead on and put him on the whole 35 years on probation? Well, that would have been considered extreme. Now, she probably could have done all the way up to 20 years of probation and kept 15 years in the back burner. But then again, that also too would have looked a little extreme. So you got to understand, this judge really just wanted him out of their hair because they know that this case was not only cost the taxpayers money, but it was a weak ass case from the get go. And the reason why it was a weak ass case because the way Fannie Willis built it off of was lyrics and other horse shit that really at the end fell apart because now people was like taking deals, people were getting lawyers left and right to get out. Now, here's another kicker that they did not tell y'all about that he has to live up to too. He also now a part of the deal He cannot be in Atlanta for the next 10 years of Metro Atlanta. He can only come to Metro Atlanta unless he is about to report on his case for being on paper, funerals, weddings, and yeah, that's about it. He can't do anything in the Metro Atlanta. He cannot be out there in Metro Atlanta at all. Now, if I was Thug, me personally, I would buy me some property in South Georgia. All that property they got out there where I'm at, build me a mansion, fucking have me some guards, make sure that whenever I'm not doing music, my ass is in the country. I ain't worrying about what's going on in Atlanta. I ain't near Atlanta, and I don't want to see Atlanta. Sometimes you just got to change your point of view to be successful. Now, here's some other situations here that I want to point out. He did ask, could he make music with his associate on his label, Gunna, and the judge told him he could make music with Gunna. So again, Young Thug lawyer was fucking amazing. I gotta figure out what was his lawyer name. Give me 1 second, and I'll show y'all. Let me stop on sharing it for me and tell y'all who his lawyer name is. Brian Steele. That was his name. Now, Brian Steele is a good fucking lawyer. He's got almost a 5-star rating. Now, I'm quite sure that he is expensive, but he is a badass. This guy is a badass. To get that kind of a deal, that's impressive. So Brian Steele, white guy. I don't know if he's partnered with his wife or something, but that's his name, Brian Steele. Dude is the Joint Steele law firm. Again, I'm quite sure. Yeah, I think that is his wife. Yeah. That's his wife. So him and his wife, yeah, they badasses, boy. Man, oh man. That's a lot of money, boy. So y'all understand. You ever want to get rich, you want a good lawyer. Them the two that you need to, yeah, y'all need to go to. They gangster. Man, they defend it all too. Like they defend it all. Damn, they defend nothing but criminal cases. Shit, they don't defend no damn regular cases. They defend all criminal. I guess they get paid good money. Oh man, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, they can put Young Thug on there now because wow, them boys bad. Boy, them boys been quitting. Yeah, they some yeah. Shout out to them. Shout out to them because I know I couldn't afford their ass because they are top of the line. They win cases. They got appeals, everything. So yeah, man, them some bad boys. Shout out to bad boy and wife, husband and wife team. They do criminal law. You know, you got to be a special type person though to do criminal law because here's my thing about criminal law. A lot of times these jokers have to deal with people that, you know what I'm saying, that have done a whole lot of of uh of illegal stuff, and they know that they're guilty, and to stand on that and do that and not and be fearless, they got my utmost respect because I couldn't do it. I don't know, man. If somebody told me they're guilty, I know they're guilty. I'm just gonna tell them like, bro, uh, it is what it is. You're fucked. I can't save you, but I do what I can to like give you a less sentence. So shout out to them, boy. Shout out to them. But then again, if they got that kind of record, they probably sit there and kind of hear the case out and kind of like ask themselves, "Can I win this shit?" And they probably like, "Oh, I can't win it. Let me pass the potato to somebody else." So again, shout out to them. So yeah, that's what's going on in that. Now, I am going to give y'all a little synopsis of the Diddy case where it's at right now, and I will have to go more detail on that on my Patreon. All thing I can tell y'all is this: Diddy got more things against him now. It's over 200 victims. He currently got a victim that a minor that he violated back in 2005 that was supposed to be that was at the age of 10 or 11, and that young gentleman was supposed to be auditioning to be a rapper, and either way it goes, he assaulted the young man uh, and violated him, and now this young man has grown up with this trauma since '05, and he is ready to sue. So we're talking about 19 years ago. This gentleman, probably 30 now, got kids. He said it's just hard for him to function. There's another one out there that I've also have been told that one of the uh, people that were trying out for his reality show back in the day, I want to say years ago, said that they were also taken advantage of by Diddy and his bodyguard. That's the thing. Diddy and his bodyguards, like, yo, like y'all bodyguards, what? Shout out to Gene Deal that wasn't a part of the bodyguard game. I don't know what bodyguard, bro. I'm sorry, you couldn't know. If I'm your bodyguard and you doing some crazy stuff like this, I am putting my foot down. No, I'm not being no part of this BS. You're sick. And yeah, you can let me go and you threaten me and my family, you're gonna have some issues. So yeah, this is crazy. So now all I know is there's a 13-year-old. They said that on the tape, there's a 13-year-old, some other underage boys. Now we got another underage 13-year-old girl. There's a underage boys. So it's basically saying that Diddy was violating everybody that had an entry point at this point. Everybody had an entry point because he just did not care. And this is so sad. Bruh, I don't know. And speaking of that, one of his sons got into it with Ray J at a party, Halloween party this week. Ray J has been telling jokes about Diddy, about his situation to other people, or in regular interviews on YouTube and social media. Well, his sons decided that the first chance they saw Ray J, they was gonna pay him a visit, and they swamped all around Ray J. Well, they said that Chris Brown diffused the situation. Shout out to Chris Brown. They said Chris Brown diffused the situation. Now, if you're not noticed or not, Chris Brown also got some stuff going on too. Right now, Chris Brown got a documentary out. And I'm gonna say it like this. I really do believe that that Chris Brown's situation probably stems from him partying with Diddy. Now I don't know what's all going on with that, but I do know that Chris Brown got a documentary, and we'll touch base on that in about a minute. But I'm just trying to get the little tidbits on. Now, they said that Chris got in between the situation. Now, I'm gonna say that probably what Chris Brown probably told, because he know Diddy because Chris Brown and Diddy been hanging out since he's been on the music scene since he's been 14. And he even bragged about that and talked about that along with Nick Cannon. So Nick Cannon, all of them is close with Diddy. And they know Diddy's children very well. So I'm quite sure what Chris probably told them boys, like, listen, your dad's in the situation he's in right now. You don't need to put more attention on yourselves. I understand that Ray J can possibly have mouth sometime, blase, blase, but this is not the way to handle it. There's other ways to handle this and talk about it. This ain't the time. And I think that's probably what Chris Brown did to keep the peace, because you got to remember too, Ray J and Chris Brown is also close, and Ray J has also looked out for Chris Brown numerous times in situations as well. So I think Chris Brown, seeing that he's friends with both of these guys, that this was seeing that, okay, my friend's sons is about to get into it with another one of my dear friends. Let me get in here and be the peacemaker. If I can get them to separate from each other, we can keep this from being crazy. And let me tell y'all, the Diddy boys have been wilding now, especially that young one, Justin. Oh, he been standing on business, child. He been like, you can talk about my daddy. You gonna talk about my daddy. My daddy's Diddy, baby. We stand on it. We stand on the comes neck. Well, if I was Justin, I would be worried about daddy's money going bye-bye, because daddy got a whole bunch of lawsuits. And let me tell you, he can't settle that with no little measly 100,000. These people want millions. And y'all only worth about roughly $1 billion. So yeah, if you know what I know, you better be praying that some way, somehow, justice will be the form of gratification for the people involved in this mess. Now, I am going to talk about Chris Brown documentary. Now, to me, guys, I looked at some of Chris Brown documentary, and I really feel like that they are witch hunting the man. I don't support nobody by all means. I'm not a guy that runs around and support these celebrity, liberal, crazy heads. I know Chris Brown has had a temper with Rihanna. I know he's had a temper with Karuchi. But some of the stories I've heard on the documentary, y'all will have to see it for yourself. It sounds like they're reaching. Like, for instance, we all know when you go to these celebrity parties and it's a private party you get invited to, you cannot have your camera going around recording what's going on. Because 9 out of 10, if they see it, they're gonna either break your phone or they going to put hands on you security guard wise, because to them you're violating possibly an NDA that you're gonna have to sign. Because one way or the other, before you leave out of there, you're gonna sign that NDA on NDA. That's number one. And number two, whenever they take your shit, that's part of that NDA process. You just got the aggressive part. So I just cannot sit here and agree with all the tactics. But I didn't see the documentary because of me. It just, yeah, I just feel like it's a lot of fluff. And it ain't like the other documentaries I've been seeing, like R. Kelly, no fluff. We heard it, documentation, proof showed his behavior, statements he said. Yeah, he was like that. Diddy's documentary, yeah, his behavior, not surprising. But Chris Brown's, on the other hand, it's just a little shaky to me. And that's just me personally. Not speaking as a fan, but as someone that do true crime so much that it takes a lot to convince me that something is to the point of where it's gravely dangerous. All right, so last but not least, we got to talk about the squirrel. That's what I meant to talk about. The squirrel. This is so sad. So let's talk about the squirrel named Peanut. Uh, so Peanut the squirrel had been living with this family. Uh, Mark Longo and his wife for like 8 years. They raised the squirrel. The squirrel had a following about 1 million people on Instagram. I mean, not Instagram, but I think TikTok. And he had about 500,000 on Instagram. And he was called Peanut, or P apostrophe nut. And everybody loved the squirrel. He would eat his little, his waffles. He was just a thriving squirrel that just loved people, loved his owners. So with this squirrel being so popular and stuff like that, I guess you got haters out there. And I didn't know this, but I did not know this at all, but I found this out from my research from Mark Longo, that there's a lot of people out there that actually hate on your pet if it gets more followings than, I guess, their pet. And I did not know that people was trolling and hating on a pet, like especially Peanut. So they said that these people, a group of people, and it probably was even Peter. I'm gonna say it probably was Peter, because they probably seem like they'll do some stupid shit like this. But whoever the group of haters was, they called the Department of Environmental out of New York, Department of Environmental. Now give me 1 second. Conservation. Department of Environmental Conservation. And at this time, they had just got a raccoon, Harambe, and he's only been there about 2 years. So you got the squirrel and the raccoon. And I guess that because these two were having a following on social media, getting attention, I did not know people hate on people this bad like this. But either way it goes, they raided these people home and took and had them outside for 5 hours and confiscated the squirrel and the raccoon. Now, I cannot play anything from TMZ on YouTube because once you play anything with TMZ on YouTube, they want to hit you with copyright bullshit. So I'll try to put a link on it below. But it's sad to hear these people cry like this because this man and his wife was absolutely hurt. And then 2 days later, they find out that their beloved child, fur child, both their fur children, is dead. And their excuse was, well, we was afraid they had rabies, and the squirrel bit our staff 3 times. Well, what do you think? You took it out of its habitat. You took it out of its home. Okay, you are weird looking motherfuckers. You put me in some kind of cage and shit. I'm used to eating my waffles and my nuts in my bowl, chilling with my parents and all this. And you turn around and you put me in some kind of damn facility. And then next thing I know, I get some shot where I'm euthanized. Fuck you. So no. To me, I feel like that New York's got a problem with people that have exotic animals that are not dangerous because this squirrel been in his house for 8 years. Where the rabies at? The raccoon been in the house for 2 years. Where the rabies at? Y'all worrying about that when y'all got a big ass rat problem in New York. Do you see how huge the rats are in New York? Those motherfuckers are huge. They're the size of fucking dogs. I'm serious. My Shawini is small, and I guarantee you, I've seen rats his size. There are rats roaming around New York the size of a Chawini, chilling, big motherfuckers, and these rats will bite the shit out you. These ain't those little rats that, oh my god, we're gonna run away. They will stand on 10. Okay, I've seen cats in New York fight New York rats, and they be getting bloody. Like the cat is going to war with a rat. Now the cat will win the fight, but damn, he done got scratched up by this big rat bastard because it don't want to die. That's why I said they worried about the rat population. They need to get some cats in there. I'm telling you what they need to get. They need to get some country ass cats from the south down here and dump them big boys, them big fat ass cats, and dump them down here where these damn rats is. They will eat them bastards quick. Your rat problem will go away because them cats be ready. They be hungry too. They see that rat, they look at that shit as a fucking damn buffet. Come here, rat boy. And them rats would not know what to do. You see some big ass rat, the rat see some big ass cat with, and I mean these cats got paws as big as those rats. They'll be like, oh good, oh no. So yeah, that's what they need to do. Got all that big ass rat problem, and you worrying about stupid shit like a raccoon and a squirrel in a home with people that been there, they've been living with for 8 years. So with that being said, I don't think I'm gonna start an Instagram with my dog because if they could do that to them, imagine what they would do to me. I'm definitely out. I was telling my wife, I'm like, I might do that. I might make an Instagram with my dog. Nah, I'm good. Not with all that going on. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for spending this evening with me. We got 14 likes. Again, there will be a live. Please, y'all, keep in mind, election night, we will have a live. The live will start at 8 p.m. at 7 p.m. I'm going to make sure I dedicate about 8 p.m. Well, we'll have the election party. We'll talk about what's going on with the election, how the election is looking. And we will have everybody have the chance to be relaxed, enjoy the party. So please be on the lookout. Well, CeeLo, I don't think it's gonna be that easy. There is a lot of obvious things showing that the Democratic Party is not in the win, in the W column. If you look at Kamala Harris, her rallies, the only time she got big rallies, she's got to get these big name hip hop stars to lie for her that she's black. When in reality, she's an Indian who's fucking sucks. But I digress. I have nothing against Indians. I'm just saying, I think that it's messed up that black folks continue to let people like Kamala Harris appropriate our culture. We need to stand on business on stuff like this because this is not healthy. This is not right. She have no business out here acting like this, and we continue to create this problem. So, yeah, I really don't support it. But anyway, yes, we will do it 8 o'clock. I'm gonna do a try to work on a notification for that for election day, so everybody can be ready to go. We will do the election night, talk about it. Um, you know, just stand on business on it. But anyway, please like, share, subscribe my content. We love you guys. Thank you for hanging out so much. Please like and share. Please like and share. And check out my new podcast. Like I said, you can't make this BS up. Also, you can check those episodes if you cannot afford to be on the Patreon for the other episodes. The regular episodes will be on Joel's Crime Stories on YouTube. Okay, go under the podcast, check it on list, check it out. I always release new episodes once out the week to the podcast. I can't give you a day. It's basically whenever the day I'm off. If I'm off, I'll do a promo, let you know, hey, I got one up there, check it out. So again, please like, share, subscribe. We love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other. My black ass is out of here.